We want to do this here for future reference. It's definitely better to have a splitter so that way we can both hear each other and it could go back. We could hear each other and then we also be able to hear the playback of the.
Yeah.
Yep. But what's awesome is that it's an easy peasy, easy peasy fix because we already have the equipment. Ba ba da da.
All right, Mr. Mr. Gar, good morning. Mr. Ryan, Mr. Williams, good morning.
Can you turn it up?
Okay, Mr. Smith, Mr. Uhowski, Miss Knight, Mr. Atkins, Miss Love, and Miss Hilton, good morning. Good morning. All right. Good morning to Miss Halterwinger, and good morning, Mr. Mansbach, and good morning, Mr. Kokomo. All right.
Sorry, I'm breathing all hard in the mic. Sorry.
He said, if y'all don't let me go, I'm about to plead the fifth again. That's all he said. Ms. Hilton has been speaking with him. He has given her no indication that is his intent.
We'll find out. I will find out before the jury comes in. All right. Where is he?
He should be on his way in.
Mr. Copeland, good morning again, sir. Sir, could you approach a witness stand, please?
This nigga here, man. Got them Maxes on.
Mr. Copeland, again, good morning, sir, and you're still under oath, okay? Yes?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sir, is it your intent to continue to testify today, sir?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Summon our jurors, please. Mr. Copeland. Mr. Copeland. Got to stand up when the jury comes in, okay? When the jury comes in, you got to stand up, all right?
Dick, bruh. They already got their start.
Mr. Copeland.
Yeah.
Mr. Copeland. You got to stand up, okay?
Look
When they
Uncle
come in,
Phil
you got to stand
looking,
up.
though.
You got to stand up, okay?
Uncle Phil get on my goddamn
You got to
nerves.
stop calling this man Uncle Phil. I was so mad at you today when
at
I
this
was
nigga.
watching. Listen, I was trying to watch you when I'm in the office.
Look.
I'm in the office. You calling this man Uncle Phil? I was getting so mad.
Look.
No, I'm not looking. No, because he's not Uncle Phil.
Sir, is it your intent to
Don't you
continue
disrespect
to
him like
testify today,
that.
sir?
Yes.
Literally, R.I.P. Uncle
All right.
Phil.
Summon our jurors, please. Mr. Copeland. Mr. Copeland. Got to stand up when the jury comes in, okay? When the jury comes in, you got to stand
Me?
up.
Hey, like me, I gotta stand up, man. Fuck this shit. Oh, I made so I was transitioned over there. Let me get over to this motherfucker. Look, he looking at him like, son of a bitch, you better do what I said in that goddamn office. You remember what we threatened you and said.
What's going on?
That's them. I don't know, maybe they had to mute that part or something. Yeah, they had to mute that part.
First, let's start there. I didn't show all of them to him on it.
Matter of fact, yeah.
Next is 346 Yankee. Do you recognize anybody 346?
Me, Shannon D.
Your Honor, this state would like to admit 346 Yankee into evidence.
Any objection to state 346 Yankee? 346 Yankee? Sir?
He was here in 414.
Can I see it, please? I'll note your objection.
They got
Mr.
this
Sharp.
nigga sleepy as hell.
Minute over objection, it may be published as you see fit.
Thank you. And the last two, Mr. Copeland.
It's gonna be 357 Yankee and 374 Yankee. Those are the last two.
Same 3.
Would that be you, Shannon, and Little D?
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, this time I say would like to tender 357 Yankee and 374 Yankee into evidence.
That nigga sleep. Oh, why you? He's still pissing me off.
357 Yankee or 374 Yankee.
Say that again.
357, you want this? 374, you want this?
Let me take a look at 374, please.
Going up at the peace sign.
USPS Ground Advantage te da el advantage que tu negocio necesita. Un advantage de confianza, con entregas a tiempo. Un advantage de valor, con seguro de protección. USPS Ground Advantage. Un advantage para tu negocio.
USPS on that advantage.
I was meant to unite
House
the
of the
realm.
Dragons.
You made me king.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Lord have mercy.
Coming.
House of the Dragon.
That
Streaming
bitch gonna be
exclusively
home.
on Max.
I'm saying that's me right there.
Okay. What are you throwing up, and
What you mean what I'm throwing up?
what is that? Is there any significance about your hand sign?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge. Okay. Any particular reason why you have like a Y and an L?
A who?
What appears to look like a Y and an L.
Nah, I throw signs every day. They don't.
Okay. Next, looking at 345 Yankee.
Oh my God. This nigga.
If we can zoom in.
I got this the biggest snitch in the middle.
Is that you in the black leather jacket and the white t-shirt? Is that you?
That's me right there.
Okay. Who's standing next to you with the hat and the hoodie on in black?
Which
Richard.
one? I
That's
knew it.
Richard to
I
the
knew
left
it.
Yeah.
Which one is Richard? Okay, so the one standing with just the hoodie on, is that who you're pointing to?
You said to the left of me, right?
My left, but what are you considering?
My left. So this is my left, right?
Okay. So
So
that
that make him to my left?
if you're looking in that direction, yes. All right. Who's to the right of you then?
It look like Shannon.
All right. And then who's the individual in
I
the
can't. Oh my
gosh.
gosh. Are you so for real right now?
Bruh, I hate him.
Are you so for real right now?
Who's in the red hoodie?
Why don't you just say
All
name
right.
every
And do you know the
individual
other
in the
individuals?
picture?
The other three males, do you know that?
The one look like Dunk.
That's Don. Okay. And what about the two behind?
I don't know them.
You don't know Don. All right. Thank you so much. Now publishing 356 Yankee Oscar. Who's there with you in this picture?
Can you fix this?
Who's in?
Man,
Now look at
Instagram.
357
Shit.
Yankee Oscar. Excuse me, not this 357 Yankee. I apologize. Is that you, Shannon, and Little D? I know you said yes. Did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. 346 Yankee. Same. Is that you, Shannon, and Little D?
Yeah.
That paper
Right,
must be heavy
355
as
Yankee.
shit. You can hear it fucking
Boy,
folding.
that's they goddamn construction paper, nigga.
Jesus.
They printed that motherfucker on construction paper. You ain't getting away from this nigga. Shit.
I mean, it is literally right in the mic. Like, okay, we get it. You're flipping.
Again, the same three. You, Shannon, Little D.
I thought I told you yesterday.
Oh, shit.
The same three people.
It's the same.
Okay, and then last but certainly not least is 359 Yankee.
Okay, can you pause this, please? He pauses. Okay, because I'm ignorant, and I need to know why we are sitting here watching this dry ass testimony. Who is this guy?
That's Woody.
Okay.
Woody is the first nigga who got down, started snitching on them. So let me show you.
I feel like Kevin Hart. Like, tell me what to do. Don't just have me in here. Like, I feel Kevin Hart right now. Like, this is how Kevin Hart felt on Kai Cenat's stream. Like, don't tell me, set it up. Don't have me just in here. Then I don't know what to do. You just got me watching a testimony.
No, I just would have thought you would have remembered. That's there we go. All right. So this is the nigga from
Okay, here's a concern. You have a lawyer, so we gotta make sure.
All right. This is why I say Woody, okay? As you can see, this is a tape from 2021 from October 27th, 2021. So this nigga been snitching for a long time. Long time. He was already snitching on the outside. So
I don't want to violate any of your rights.
I had to pick up my buddy, which is you and somebody else. You know what I mean? And we went to the station.
But did anything happen in between that time?
Like, did we do anything? No. Not one single thing. Like, to be honest, I respect my girl. You know what I mean? I never do nothing in her car. I never had done anything to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say.
Who the girl?
Aaliyah.
The car?
Yes.
The owner of the car? Yeah, let it go.
Yes, I would. She went to my phone and...
Oh, boy,
yeah, so...
Hey, my girl looked at my phone right now. I'm in the same boat. I've been goddamn homeless. But...
Is she Caitlin now?
No. Caitlin.
You have another one?
No, I just got 2 kids.
Caitlin and Zara, right?
So he's been snitching on YSL
for
4 years.
For
3 years.
7.
For 7 years.
Yeah, this is just the most recent tape. He was back in 2015 snitching.
Okay.
Yeah, this nigga big old snitch.
So he snitched, got locked up.
Right. That's why I'm mad he acting like he acting on the stand. Nigga, he's literally telling these folks names. Talking about Young Thug is the most scary nigga out there. He got all these niggas scared of him, doing what, all this shit. Like, he's really going down detail by detail. Like, got these folks' number, calling them, pulling up on them, all type of shit.
Because it is.
So you go from here to what we just said. So that I just did that just so you'll know who YSL what it is. So you go from that to all right, damn, come on. You go back from that to this.
So now you hush mouth.
Right. Nigga, but it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You done already did the worst, which was get the nigga locked up. You got the nigga locked up. You caused this whole thing.
Now, do you, Shannon, and D'Amica
now you on here and you got down trying to act like you solid or something? No.
Looked at.
I stand in objection.
Well, I mean, it's easy to tell when you don't know that nobody knows that you're telling.
And that's what everybody's saying, but...
Do you know someone by the name of Diamante Kendrick?
Street name.
Diamante or Yak?
I know of them.
You know of them?
Yeah, I know of them.
When you say you know of them, what does that mean?
I know of them. Like,
have you ever met them before?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever spent time with them before?
I've been around.
Okay. Do you see that person in the courtroom today?
Yeah, he's a rapper.
Okay, that's fine. He's a rapper. Do you see him in the courtroom today?
I see it. Yes, he's a rapper. I see him in the courtroom. Yes.
Okay, you can identify him by article of clothing that he's wearing.
Why you got your face brunched out like that? Like you can't see.
What I'm saying?
Where is he sitting next to someone?
Yeah, he's sitting next to the white man.
Oh my God. Mr.
But she literally said, "Can you identify him by an article of
And do you
clothing?"
know is
He said next to the white man.
By his rap name?
What's that?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Is Yet Gotti from Atlanta?
I don't know.
How did you first meet him?
I need subtitles for this man.
Did you all go to school together?
I don't know how she knows what he's saying.
Oh, it said closed captions unavailable.
Oh, thank you for trying.
Shit.
Appreciate it. But no, for real, how does she know what he's saying? I have no idea.
I never went to school with him.
I ain't hearing anything. You ain't hearing
When did
anything.
you first meet him?
When I first meet him or when I first started hanging with him?
See what I'm saying? Stupid ass nigga.
See, that's the semantic shit.
That's what I can't understand, bro.
What's your definition of meet?
What?
Bitch.
When's the first time you remember meeting him for the first time?
Where I come from, we hear of people before we meet them, so I don't know, I don't know what you mean, meet. Like, I heard of him.
Bitch.
When is the first time you heard of him?
Bitch. Oh, now you ain't got no answer?
Okay. About how long ago was that?
I can't recall.
Right. If this
Bitch. I can't
You
recall.
were in elementary school, middle school, high school.
Oh my
Adult
God.
life.
When I was done with school.
When you were done with school.
Like in 3rd grade, bitch.
Oh my God.
This
Said
nigga
you
slow
met
as a
your friend.
box of rocks.
When did you all start hanging out with each other?
Like,
Sir.
what you mean, personally?
Yeah.
Sir.
We didn't hang like me, Shannon, and D did.
Okay. So it wasn't like you and Shannon and Dee, but did the two of you hang out together?
We done been places like in the club, but we never rode in the car together.
Okay. Have y'all ever
Oh
been
my
anywhere else?
God. I mean, we've been at the same place at the
Oh,
same time, but we
shit.
wasn't with each other.
He was in there recording.
Have y'all been anywhere else together?
Boy, he keep looking up, trying to find
Bruh,
the
this
thoughts
nigga
in
so
his
slow.
head.
This nigga so goddamn slow.
I know you said you all been out together. Have you all ever communicated with each other on the telephone?
Not that I can recall.
Man, this bitch.
Have you ever communicated with him with FaceTime or any other video chat services?
It's the
I wasn't
fact
clear.
that she has to break these
That wasn't my
questions
question. So
down
I'm asking you a different question.
Ask me
to
if
the
I ever
most
communicated with him on
remedial
telephone, right?
level
Have you ever spoken with him on the telephone?
and
I
ask
don't recall
piece
having no
by piece
conversation
by
with him on no
piece.
phone, no, none of that.
Okay.
That's crazy.
These folk tripping.
When was the last time you remember going out to the club or hanging out with him?
As in, what you mean?
Girl,
You said that
wait,
you-
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bruh.
I'm sorry.
time you've been
She
to the
she
club
literally
with-
told you what she meant.
The last time I've been in a club with him, we didn't go to the club together.
When's the last time that you've been with him at the club together?
I can't recall no specific date.
Okay. Was that this year in 2024?
Fuck that. I gotta
Yes or
see.
no?
I gotta get the breakdown. We gotta watch the breakdowns of this shit, cause nah, that's too goddamn. Woody taking too long with this bullshit. Watch this. This nigga name is Uriel. Uriel Glavin. Glainville. Uriel Glainville. Versus Brian Steele. All right, good. Yeah, this broke down. Nah, that's just that. I know what that is. Here you go. That's all right. Yeah.
I've got a problem that I'm pretty sure you can help me with. Yes, you will be paid for helping me. Actually paid.
And look, if she wins the motion, ultimately she wins. But you don't do it by standing there 3 feet from you in your face and lying to the court. And that's what she did. And she knew what she was doing, and it's not right.
The RICO trial against rapper Young Thug and his co-defendants is on
Thugger.
pause yet again, off Thursday and Friday, with court resuming Monday. And when court is back in session, some major arguments from this week will come into play. We are looking at some of the most explosive moments in the Atlanta courtroom this past week. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. There have been some tense moments in the courtroom between the judge, the prosecutor, and defense counsel in the Young Thug RICO trial out of Atlanta, Georgia, and we are going to break it all down. So Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, he was indicted on a laundry list of RICO or racketeering charges that accuse him of leading a criminal organization known as YSL or Young Slym.
I don't need that. I need motherfucking from just today. No, it's 3 days ago. I need it from, let me go back. Okay, yeah, that led to the jail time. Cool.
All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that?
Well, I'm disturbed too. You got 5 minutes. Well, I don't need it. I want to continue.
Mr. Steele, I am going to hold
This
you.
nigga acted like a bitch the whole time.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, the RICO trial against rapper Young Thug and several co-defendants just took another very wild turn. We're breaking down what led to the judge to storm out of the courtroom and a lead defense attorney in the custody of the bailiff. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Jeffrey, ba-da-ba-ba, Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, this is another Law and Crime legal alert. Have you experienced severe gastroparesis or other side effects?
Man, fuck all
after
that gas,
taking
nigga.
Ozempic?
Fuck all that gas, bro. God damn, man. Ozempic. They got Busta Rhymes looking hella goddamn
Sidebar
wax
to answer
figures.
just less than 10 questions and check your eligibility to file a claim. If you haven't been watching our live stream over on our Law and Crime Trials page, I'm going to tell you right now, you're missing out. There is this massive racketeering and conspiracy case against rapper Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug.
Jeffrey!
It's been going on for basically a year and a half so far. And I'll tell you, they are not even close to done. And while there are a lot of reasons for that, one is because of these very wild exchanges that end up happening in court. And this time, we're talking about an exchange that ended with Williams' defense attorney behind bars. We're going to get into it. So prosecutors allege that Williams is one of the founders of YSL or Young Slym Life, which they claim is a criminal street gang that has been terrorizing Atlanta, Georgia. Defense attorneys say, though, this is just a record label. There's nothing nefarious going on. He, his co-defendants, they're charged with numerous crimes. Now, as I mentioned, there have been a lot of twists and turns, but also a lot, and I mean this when I say it, a lot of heated moments in that courtroom. And to give you context about what we're about to get into, we have to go back to Friday. And this concerns Williams' lead defense attorney, Brian Steele. You see, the prosecutor, Adrian Love, told the court that there was more evidence that hadn't been turned over to the state.
There is a matter regarding the jail calls that we were provided. Mr. Steele has not yet provided us the ISO file. We received something additional on a thumb drive last night. We had the deputy of our jail call unit look at that, and we are again missing. We do not have the complete file.
To be able to play, though?
To be able to access it properly, to be able to look at it, authenticate the calls, the time of day, all of that. We don't have it.
Well, Mr. Steele did not take kindly to what Prosecutor Adrian Love was saying.
Judge Glanville,
Sir.
you allow another moment when Miss Love calls me that I did not do something. They have the exact image of what we got from the jail in Fayette County. That is it. And if I get another false allegation and you do nothing, I'm shocked. I'm appalled at you. I sit here day after day with this false allegation just machine. I gave the state everything. There's been no discontent.
I want Brian Steele if I go to goddamn.
I don't care. I don't
fight.
care. I give over everything. I've done this for 33 years. Never in my life have I seen a trial. I've done 300 appeals in the state of Georgia alone. I've never read a case like this. Judge, I gave them everything I had. I waited. I was at my office till 8, after 8 last night. I waited for their investigator to come by. I handed him an exact copy of thumb drive. They have everything that we got from the Fayette County Jail. There's been no deconstruction. There's been no purposeful exclusion. This is not the first time.
Okay.
And I apologize that I'm getting tempered, but I've never been treated like this. You talk about professionalism every week. Professionalism is lacking with one lawyer here.
Huh.
It's never been.
Fuck you mean?
Court. I used to love this. I would die for what we do. I used to say, I'm dying. I would die. I couldn't choose a better profession. If I had linked with Miss Love, I would.
Your Honor, is we striking a hominem attack?
No, we ain't striking shit, bitch. Shut up.
Calm down. Everybody, both of you, please be seated.
She looked at
Fuck
me
you mean,
like,
nigga?
This is the kind of stuff that you actually see at a TV show.
Give me Brian Steele, nigga. I want Steele.
On Law and Order for real.
Oh,
wow. So look, I don't know, Mr. Steele, but clearly from watching this trial, you can tell he is very passionate.
He comes prepared. You see him looking at his notes?
Fuck
That's what he's
you,
doing. Let me look at my speech that I have
Goddamn
prepared.
right.
I want you to keep that in mind. Because this wasn't the first time that Steele and Judge Earl Glanville have had words, and we've covered that before on Sidebar. And tell you what, it wouldn't be the last. Because now, let's talk about Monday. And honestly, this was a blow-up that is arguably of historic proportions in this case. So after the lunch break on Monday, Brian Steele wanted to bring something to the court's attention. He says someone told him about a meeting in chambers between Judge Glanville, the prosecutors, and one of their key witnesses, Kenneth Copeland, also known as Lil Woody. Now, Kenneth Copeland's name has come up before during the course of this case. In fact, video of Copeland during an interrogation with investigators was leaked earlier on in this trial, and in it, Copeland appears to implicate Williams in criminal activity. So he was offered what's called use immunity, and that's when what he testifies to, his testimony, what he says on the stand, can't be used against him by the state. Does become an interesting question if federal authorities use it against him for federal charges, but that's a separate issue. Anyway, so Steele says that in that ex parte meeting, Copeland allegedly confessed to killing Donovan Thomas. Prosecutors have argued that Williams rented a car that was used in the drive-by shooting of Thomas back in 2015. It's a key component of this case. And Steele also told the court that he was aware that Assistant Prosecutor Simone Hilton had allegedly told Copeland, who had pled the fifth on Friday and barely answered any questions on Monday, that he could actually be held in jail until all the defendants, all 26 of them, had their cases dispensed with. And who knows how long that could take. So Steele was basically saying this is a kind of threat put forward by the prosecution. Now, a few things here. First, ex parte communications, ex parte meetings, meaning one-on-one with the judge without the other parties present, that can be problematic, particularly criminal defendants who can argue they have a right to be there, particularly if there is exculpatory information being disclosed. The defendant has a right to have that evidence presented to them, especially when you have a sworn-in witness having this essentially one-on-one conversation with the judge. So with that in mind, let's listen.
I was told, based upon information and belief, that when we arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock today, he did not come into your courtroom until almost 11:30. And what I found out just recently, this is not waived, is that supposedly in chambers, this honorable court reporter at times, honorable court at times, district attorney or district attorneys from the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on. And then somehow that
snake
email
ass
was
nigga.
To me, that never.
Mr. Steele, can I interrupt you for just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that?
Well,
Uncle Phil, shut your ass up. Shut up.
And you haven't answered my question yet.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Thank you.
I will not answer that
Why
question.
will you not answer that question?
Because
y'all did it wrong. You, this little black ass bitch here.
No.
All y'all fucked up.
I'm not telling the court. What I'm saying is based on information.
Okay, well, listen, if you don't tell me how you got this information, then you and I are going to have some problems.
We can have this. I have problems.
Ain't it? We can have some problems, nigga. Fuck is you saying? Oh, boy, I love Brian, bro.
How did you?
He caught himself so fast. We can. Sir,
that nigga was finna go.
I don't have no problems.
Shit.
He caught himself so fast. Look, we can
have some. Fuck is you saying?
How somehow you have surreptitiously gotten information in regards to the court's private ex parte conversations with a party. I mean,
a party.
Yes. Right.
Who was sworn in Friday? The court's telling. This is what I was told. If this is not true, not true. This court handed Mr. Copeland.
Tell me how you got the information.
Shut up.
Tell me how you got the information. Then we can go ahead and go forward.
I'm not going to say that.
Thank you.
What I'm going to say is this.
No snitch here, nigga.
And I hope this concerns the court.
It concerns me that you have proprietary information.
Why is it proprietary?
Information that you should not be having that was ex parte.
Why?
With a party.
Why?
State of Georgia.
How about the witness?
Right.
Mr. Copeland, who supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. This court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial.
I caught that.
Hilton supposedly said, actually,
he said this honorable court. Let me rephrase that. This court.
What this is
fuck you
coercion
mean?
witness intimidation, ex parte communications.
Yeah, bitch. What you looking all confused for, you little black bitch? Shut up. You shut the fuck up. All that shaking your head.
This information. Who told you?
What I want to know is why
You bitch.
Why,
sir? I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't tell me who that.
Nigga, let's go.
I don't want to be held in contempt.
Well,
I'm not
then-
answering that question.
Thank you.
That's attorney-client privilege information. I am not
Attorney-client
Fuck
privilege.
you
Unless
mean.
you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out.
I am
I
telling
tell you
you-
what, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me
Don't
who
have
you,
to. I'm
if you
gonna-
don't tell me who it is, I'm
You ain't gotta give me 5 minutes, bitch.
That is
No.
not attorney-client privilege.
Attorney work product privilege. I am not.
How did you get that information supposedly from my chambers?
How did you-
somebody tell you?
You should have told me.
You got 5 minutes.
Well, I don't need it. I want to continue.
I know that's right. I don't need it, goddammit. Do what you gonna do.
Statements that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas.
Ooh.
Don't take my notes. No.
Okay. The judge
Damn right. Don't you touch my notes. Don't you touch them.
He demanded to know how Steele had learned about this private meeting
Oh,
in the
big
judge's chambers
bitch.
and what was said. And here's where it
Slap
gets
the
complicated.
fuck
because
out there,
it seems
bitch.
Steele is saying, Judge, you're giving me an impossible choice here. If I tell you, I violate the ethics rules.
Right.
Mr. Steele, before I recessed, I asked you, how did you get this information? And it is not covered by work product. There's only one way you could have gotten it. So I'm going to ask you again. And I respect.
Right, and I'm gonna tell your ass again, I ain't saying shit, you fat fuck. I can't, oh my God, abuse of power.
But as you know, Georgia Rule of Professional Conduct, please check me. Rule 1.6, comment 5 reads, and this is what I have. 1.6.
I know what the rule says, but here's the thing.
Well, I'm just.
Here's the thing.
In order, you need to please tell me who you got it from.
No, I don't.
Like you sounds like you sound like a horrible, bitter ex-boyfriend.
Thank you.
Tell me who told you.
Oh
Who told
my
you that shit?
God,
Who told
bro.
you that I was cheating?
This shit is embarrassing. No, what you need to do is tell me who.
But how did you find out that information? You could only find it out one of two ways. How did you find out that information? Well, who gave it to you? How do you know? Like the more and more you dig into this, the worse you look. It looks horrible.
Dog, this is beyond horrible.
Tell me how you got the information. I'm going to hold you in contempt.
I understand. I don't want to be held in contempt.
Right, I don't want to be held in contempt.
But this is so sacrosanct to have a conversation in my chambers parroted to you and others. It is that serious.
Yeah, that's why I raised it. It is that serious that we should have been there. And it
Right.
happened.
Sir,
Fuck you mean.
That's a whole separate issue, and that's why.
Oh, that's a whole separate issue, huh?
Oh,
That's besides the point.
Right.
I don't care that I cheated on you. How did you find out that I cheated on you?
Oh my God, that's exactly what this Uncle Phil bitch is saying.
Never asked this honorable court or any court to meet with me.
Oh my God.
Sir, you're straying off the issue.
It doesn't matter that I cheated on you. You betrayed my trust by going through my phone and finding that I cheated on
How did
you.
you get this information?
No, that ain't the phone. That's who told you.
trying to ask you is-
This is a who
Yeah,
told
yeah,
you type
yeah,
shit.
I understand the law.
Like, nah, I only told three
I don't
bitches
care.
in the
Right.
car last night after we got out the club. Which one of them bitches told you?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
But I don't care that they told you I got two other niggas and one of them, me and him got a baby on the way, and this is not your baby.
Let me tell you.
Who told you?
But if I'm reading it wrong, I'm not trying to.
So you just not gonna deny that that's not true. You just wanted to. Oh my God. Holy.
All information gained
Oh.
in the professional relationship, whatever its source. So you're asking me to break. You're ordering me out, maybe. You're asking me. I'm not saying you're ordering, but to give you information, and you're saying it's not some substance. But I'm telling you, I can't do that under the bar rules.
All right.
Fuck
I'm
you
gonna hold you
mean.
in contempt. And you can think about it. 5 o'clock today, we'll see where you are at that stand on that point. Because no,
Oh,
that's not-
bitter
that's not
bitch.
what
I
understand
can't.
the rule to
Oh.
be.
I ain't
I've not
folding.
asked you
Like
some
I'm gonna be the
substance
same
of
place
what
I
you
was.
said.
I didn't need the
I
5
asked you
minutes.
how
I don't
you
need the
know
5 o'clock. It's gonna be what it
Yes, you
is.
can, because
That's
I
why
have
your
an idea
name
how
is
you got it.
Jurel.
Well, your idea
I have
may
an
be
idea how
wrong.
you got it.
Goodbye.
but That's improper.
I got an
Your
idea how
may be
you got
wrong.
it.
You're
But
asking me to-
that's improper.
Listen, I told you the first time, and I'm not
Sir,
going to breach that
I don't
confidence.
want to hold you in contempt, but this is that serious.
Judge,
You
I'm the one who
cannot
raised it.
you cannot eavesdrop and get information that was not meant for you to hear at that particular point in time.
Judge, listen.
Really?
And listen, I'll do whatever you want to 5 o'clock or thereafter. But what I'm trying to tell you is, Your Honor, this is so serious to me. We need a hearing. I'm moving for a mistrial. It is my understanding, based upon information belief,
From
that
whom?
part of it.
From whom?
Well, I'd like to get the substance first, and then we can talk
Okay,
about
well
it.
then you'll be in custody until then, because
Well, then-
because you need to tell me how you got the information. I'm not asking you what was said. You've already kind of given us some snippets of what you said. That
like this is like self-sabotage on TV. So none of this is legal.
Well, then, other than if you were sitting, unless you were sitting in there with a recorder, or Miss Love, or Miss Hilton, or one of the deputies gave you that information, or Miss Weaver shot you a rough copy of the transcript, there's only one other person that's left.
Well, Your Honor.
And if that person gave you that information or shared that information with you, she probably violated privilege.
Well, let me tell you two things. One, I don't know how that is a privileged communication. It shouldn't have been.
Well, it's because she has a client she's supposed to represent.
Who are you talking
about? But anyways.
Right. Who are you talking about?
I want to know, the question still remains. I want to know who gave you the information?
I'd like to know what information happened outside of presence.
Ain't it?
That's really it.
He can go into custody.
I'm about tired of this black ass bitch.
She actually asked that Brian Steele be allowed back in the courtroom for the rest of the day's proceedings. The judge eventually let him back in.
You got to
discuss the contempt proceeding. So what happened? Ashley Merchant, who's a very
well-known
Atlanta defense attorney, who we recently saw during the attempt to remove DA.
Got her black ass up out of there. Now I'm finna get your black ass up out of here. Let's just get these niggas. Let's clean up other niggas. Get them up out of here. God damn it.
Wait, did he call her Fonnie too? Is her name Fonnie?
Criminal contempt, where Merchant was saying
Fonnie Willis.
If it's criminal contempt,
is that really what her name is?
Due process purposes.
I think.
And another
I couldn't hear you
to hear this because Glanville is a witness in this issue.
Right.
Judge Glanville disagreed.
Is it criminal contempt that you held him in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you said you had a hearing earlier today.
No, with criminal contempt, I told him what the contempt was, and that was he refused to order the court. If counsel, as you know, if the court orders you to do something and you don't,
he sounds so flabbergasted. He sounds flustered.
He is.
Told you.
Are you scared of that white woman?
Look, this nigga he's so sassy on this goddamn bench.
He does not.
Don't do that. Not during Pride Month.
Come on.
Without violating his duty of loyalty and duty of confidentiality to his client. So he is being placed in a position where he's either going to jail or he's going to commit an offense that will put his license to practice law at risk.
Right.
And that is an untenable position to be in. And Mr. Steele is a zealous advocate for his client, and he is simply trying to protect that duty of loyalty and duty of confidentiality, because if he answers your question, it is very reasonable to assume and likely that he will be facing a bar complaint that could result in a suspension or in the loss of his license.
Facts.
And so he's in a very
it's
very
a catch-22.
Yep. We were able to have a full contested hearing with the benefit of witnesses and an impartial judge, where you're a witness, then everybody could present their side of the story. And
I'm not doing that. The reason being is because that takes away the whole point of criminal contempt, and that is you do something.
No, it doesn't.
To do something.
No, it doesn't. That just takes away from you having to take accountability, you bitch.
I just asked him to tell me. I know what the privilege is. The privilege is the conversation. I didn't ask him about that. I wanted to ask him about who the person.
And
is.
Okay,
sorry. Mr. Steele has indicated to us that he does not believe he can answer that question without also violating the privilege.
And it didn't end there. No, because Merchant also advised Judge Glanville that there were 25 attorneys from the Georgia Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers.
Yeah.
So
real quick, is she his lawyer?
Yes. She is she's
the lawyer's lawyer.
She's the head of what they call the strike division. The strike division is a division that is a lawyer for defense attorneys that end up in contempt of court.
Okay.
And they go and they see like the correct ways. Mm-hmm. Was this out of bounds? This is out of bounds. And they telling this nigga, bro, it's not just me. I'm not the only lawyer here. We got 25 other lawyers that want to talk about this shit with your ass.
Okay, play it. Let's see what she says.
Take it back just a few.
And there. No, because Merchant also advised Judge Glanville that there were 25 attorneys from the Georgia Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers that were right outside that courtroom that were ready to jump in to represent Mr. Steele.
Fuck you mean?
Judge Glanville said there's no room in that courtroom for all of them. Merchant apparently said, well, what about the jury box? Glanville said,
no,
basically not a chance, not putting them in there.
That nigga said,
now,
not my
about
jury
support
box.
For a second, on X, there was a lot of support for Steele from the legal.
Over
goddamn right.
Flips later,
because you doing illegal shit. We're looking at illegal practices in our face.
Community. A lot of people felt he was in the right. But what happened? Well, the judge wanted to take a short break, which ended up being more than an
Hours.
And court reconvened Monday night.
Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you still hold you in summary criminal contempt pursuant to OCJ 15-1-3.
Oh, he had to go find his own code.
Let
me go find something real quick.
I'm going to order that you be taken into custody and incarcerated in the Fulton County Jail for no more than 20 days for this contempt. Those 20 days consisting of every weekend for the next 10 weekends. And you'll be reporting to 901 Wright Street Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318 at 7 p.m. on Fridays. You'll be released on 7 p.m. on Sundays. And it's to commence this Friday, June the 14th at 7 p.m. and not to end until Sunday, August the 18th at 2024.
That's some bullshit.
Subject to further.
Wow.
You see what niggas, bro? I can't stand niggas, dog. This is why you can't put black people in goddamn high positions.
Wait a minute. Don't put black people in there.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
do that. What is wrong with you?
That's him.
Thank
He
you.
makes us look bad. This is some bullshit, nigga. This fuck nigga is a whole bitch, dog.
This is why they
my
talk
God,
about us
dog.
like they do. My God.
It's some
bullshit.
Appropriate after that. Okay?
Can I ask a question? Sure. I'm going to file a notice of appeal, but if for whatever reason that doesn't take, and you don't give a bond, then I'd ask that I can be with Mr. Williams and we work on our case all weekend, for all those weekends. Otherwise,
Hey, Thugger sleepovers.
That's up to you, sir.
Sleepover with Thugger.
If that comes to pass, you have my support. I will talk with our sheriff and
Yes, let them be bunkmates.
So Glanville ended up signing an order holding Brian Steele in direct criminal contempt, demanding that he spend the next 10 weekends in jail. A motion to set aside the contempt was filed almost immediately, and the attorneys reiterated what Steele had mentioned before, Georgia Bar Rule 1.6 regarding confidentiality. This is a lawyer shall maintain in confidence all information gained in the professional relationship with a client. But in a comment to the rule, it says, quote, Rule 1.6 applies not merely to matters communicated in confidence by the client, but also to all information gained in the professional relationship, whatever its source.
Damn.
They're relying on there. And why Brian Steele didn't have to reveal his source of
information.
Right. The appeal also states, quote, hours after holding Mr. Steele in criminal contempt, the court stated that Mr. Steele can only purge himself of the contempt by telling the court from where he got information that he shouldn't have had. Thus, the court has imposed an illegal and inherently inconsistent punishment for this criminal contempt. Moreover, the court has involved himself in these proceedings, and thus, the court must recuse and allow these proceedings to be handled by a separate court.
Right.
So, just a
Facts.
wild and incredible turn of events in this trial. Maybe not surprising given everything we've already seen so far in this case. And we shall see if Brian Steele is actually sent to the Fulton County Jail on Friday night. If so, he actually asked for the court's permission if he could share a jail cell with his client, Jeffrey Williams, so he can prepare his defense. The judge agreed. This is like my cousin Vinny, but in real life. Now, there are some who are speculating that there will be calls for Judge Glanville to recuse himself from the entire trial because everything is so tainted. And that could mean starting this whole process all over again.
Mistrial is bound to happen,
That's all
bro.
we have for you right now here
That
on
is
Sidebar.
wild.
This
They
is
are going
crazy.
Right, and they're going to mistrial this, and then they're going to take it back to. How long are they going to keep this man in jail?
Bruh, they gonna mistrial it. Shit, he should be out after that. After the mistrial. Cause that, bruh, we got Fannie Willis off of this. We got, like, now the judge. Come on, bruh. Come on. Y'all star witness don't even want to cooperate. Come on. The shit is down the shitter, bro. It's down the shitter. And then y'all trying to hold the fact that y'all in like, you remember they were saying the car that he rented was the one that killed Nut? Well, they found out in a separate case that it was not the car. So y'all don't even want to let him present this evidence that, bro, the car that y'all saying that he rented to kill Nut is actually found out not to be the car.
Oh, wow.
Like, this is shit. This is bullshit. This is dumb. This is dumb, dog. I swear to God. And this judge is on a suicide mission. This nigga is on straight suicide mission. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he'll have to deal with it. Naughty.